the snorkel-like tube breathing from outside the jaws. The snake is now swallowing the widest part of its victim, and pushing this stretch to the limit is another secret weapon: a wrinkly layer of skin. The attack in Brazil reveals just how flexible snake skin is. These policemen are desperately trying to pull the anaconda's teeth off this man's arm. But the skin around the jaws is stretching like a rubber band. This elastic material is invisible when a snake is at rest. But pulling the scales reveals that snake skin can stretch over 3 times its normal width. Juan's body is more than 3 times as wide as the python's head. So this snake is probably big enough to stretch completely around Juan. But as this python approaches the point of maximum stretch, the true limit of a giant snake is revealed. That sucking sound Sergeant Sama heard could be the python saying it can go no further. Another photograph from Abu Sama shows why, and it's convincing scientists of the fate of Yi Chung Huan. This photo is from a slightly different angle, and there's a problem. Even with its devastating arsenal of heat sensors, chemical detectors, constricting muscles, dagger-like teeth, splitting jaws, telescoping windpipe, and elastic skin, there's one critical limitation in the engineering of a giant snake swallow. Pythons and anacondas open their jaws incredibly wide, especially up and down. But giant snakes can't stretch their mouths sideways nearly as wide. This means when the python reaches Juan's shoulders, she's stopped in her tracks, revealing the answer. The intersection of an adult human's neck and shoulders is an obstacle even giant snakes cannot overcome. But there is a grisly twist. Had Juan fallen to the ground on his side, the python's jaws may have been able to open wide enough, walking up and over the body and finishing the job. Scientists studying these photos believe this is the fate of Yi Chung Huan. But Sergeant Abu Sama remains convinced the serpent was just about to swallow Juan whole.
When I saw him, he was being swallowed. The snake was stuck at the shoulders, but I believe in 1 or 2 hours, the victim would have been completely swallowed by the snake.
Sama believes giant pythons may actually crush their prey. And he may be right. There are incredible stories of large animals removed from giant snakes with almost every bone snapped in two. Could this have been the fate of Yi Chung Huan? Juan's autopsy report reveals the snake actually broke most of his bones. So far, there's no research to prove that giant snakes break bones for an easier swallow. But a squeeze force of 9,000 pounds may start persuading the experts. Abu Sama doesn't need convincing.
A snake, if it needs food, it doesn't care. Whether you are human or animal, you are its prey.
Scientific evidence is unlocking the secrets of giant snakes, the true power of their bite. Squeeze and swallow. There's more to learn as we explore the limits of these serpents. But what we already know shouldn't haunt our dreams or make us live in fear. Giant snakes are first and foremost miracles of nature, and they should be admired, respected, and kept at a distance.